What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther, back on video. In today's video is my Jujutsu Kaisen episode 5 review. We're about to get into it right now. I kind of just want, there's also going to be other stuff as well that I want to talk to you guys about, because there's a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen news that popped up and I really want to talk to you guys about it. But we're about to go with the episode review and let's jump into it right now. So pretty much the beginning of the episode is where, we kind of left off where Sakuna is like, Ichidori, you said you want to switch. Alright, switch. And he's like, oh man, you ain't switching. So he meets up with Fujiwara, and it seems like Fujiwara's like, oh, where's Ichidori? Hopefully he destroyed a grade A curse, special grade curse. Then he realized that those special grade curse is dead, and then Sakuna just pops up out of nowhere being like, hey, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. Fujiwara, I couldn't wait to talk to you. And then, Sakuna, is now controlling Ichidori's body and pretty much says that, I have to pretty much save him because he didn't know, he was in despair, he couldn't, got his arm cut off, stuff like that. And then Fujiwara noticed that, oh, his arm is completely healed from the special grade A curse. And then Sakuna is like, I'm going to make sure I take him hostage. So this is how you know Sakuna is like a real threat. You feel me? I feel like Sakuna is way more of a threat than Muzan from Demon Slayer. You feel me? That's just my personal opinion. Because what he does is that he takes his hand and rips out Ichidori's heart, takes it out, and throws it in the trash, like he throws it in the ground like it's nothing. He's like, he ain't coming out. I'm holding this guy hostage. And Fujiwara and Sakuna pretty much are fighting, and Fujiwara is trying to use his beast. I mean, to me, he feels like Hiei and Kurama. That's what it feels like. Fujiwara feels like Hiei and Kurama like fused together, because he's like shadow and darkness and like animals and kind of like that. You feel me? So Fujiwara is trying to use his snake whatever beast ability. Then he does the hawk ability, the bird ability, and Sakuna is just like, nah, boom, just knocks their asses out. And it's so bad to the point where Sakuna, he's trying to fight Sakuna, and Sakuna's like pretty much, is that all you got? Boom, 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 just keeps missing punches. Dodge, 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 and he actually gets Sakuna with the beast with his the snake ability, and he tries to use the bird, and then Sakuna just kills it and destroys it, and then tries to go after Fujiwara, punches him, knocks him out. I mean, I'm talking about like destruction. Fujiwara's trying to get away, and then Sakuna's like, no, knocks out the bird and knocks him out, and pretty much knocks him out almost unconscious. But Fujiwara comes out like a G, being like, he had this whole big backstory about, not letting people dying and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into all that because it's pretty long, blah, blah. And pretty much he says to Sakuna, like, yo, what I did saving Ichidori, I don't regret it. I mean it, blah, blah, blah. And, he says, that's not the most logical decision, but it was more of an emotional decision. Because he's like, I can't just let someone as good as you die for nothing. And he's like, his whole thing with some girl and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. And then Sakuna, I guess, like, wakes up or whatever it is. He's like, you know what? Take care of Ichigori. And I guess, he lets Ichigori gets his full body back, but he kind of kills him. So I guess he's gonna revive his heart, it seems like, blah blah blah. Then they get Ichidori's body, and Fujiwara's in the rain and stuff like that. Then they try to I guess they send him to the medical field, whatever, medical hospital, whatever they have in the Jujutsu sorcery. Gojo is like, he's all cool and stuff like that. He's just kind of like my fault, putting the first years into a dangerous situation. Also, he talks about how he hates the higher ups, look like he wants to kill him. So even though Gojo's this cool dude, you could tell he has issues with like the people at the higher ups and stuff like that. And it seems like he's trying to make his own change. Then they were talking, and he got the doctor. Then he pretty much says, can you do anything to fix him? And he's like, yes, who do you think you take me for? And then Narabara and Fujiwara, they feel very hurtful, feel very ashamed. It's like, we let our friend die, our comrade. And then Nabara's like, I'm not the girl who just gets emotional after some guy dies. And you could tell she feels very emotionally hurt because the way she was moving her mouth, kind of. You could tell she's like, she cares about Ichidori. You could tell, man. You could tell it feels, to me, Nobara just feels way better written. As a female character, she seems way better written than Sakura or just a lot of these other anime manga characters in general. Then we get to, I guess, the upper ranks or the upperclassmen. So you have Nazemba, if I remember. Then you have Senpai, and then you have Panda. And they talked about how, they have to enter a tournament and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. And they pretty much saying that we will come and train you so you guys don't have an incident like you had with Ichidori. And they pretty much says, yes, we'll take it, blah, blah, blah. And I guess they're going to train them probably in like the next few episodes so they can get ready for the tournament. And then we have it where we have these other grade A curses. They explain the hatred and stuff like that. And again, it's a whole big thing. I'm not going to try to go through every single bit. But pretty much he's telling, I guess, the one that looks like a human. Again, it's hard for me to remember every single one of these names, even though I read the manga. He pretty much tells the curse is that you need to kill Gojo, and you need to make sure you get Ichidori, because Ichidori, or aka Sakuna, you gotta make sure Sakuna comes to our side and stuff like that. And then, they have this whole discussion, and then we get to the last like few seconds of the episode where we have pretty much they say in the end, pretty much saying that, I think, because they all say, oh, isn't Sakuna and all of them dead? He's like, nah, Ichidori ain't dead, he's alive, trust me. And I guess it goes into his conscious being like, hey, Sakuna's talking to Ichidori, saying that you don't have any permission looking at me. And then you see Sakuna with a bunch of bodies, or just sitting in a pile of skulls or whatever it is, and smiles. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. And of course they show you the preview and stuff like that and blah blah blah. But overall, in my personal opinion, I really like this episode. I have no complaints with the series. I'm not going to say it's the perfect series ever, but I really love it. I really enjoy it. I told you guys before, it feels like old school Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, Blue Exorcist kind of, that Naruto Team 7 kind of vibe. That's just my personal opinion. But I really like this episode. I personally give this a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really good. I like it. I'm more interested to see what happens. And again, I think we're at, this takes place at volume 2, so you guys are still interested in like buying the manga or reading it. It's at volume 2. I'm trying to remember what chapter we're on. I think it's on, if you guys are interested in reading the manga, that's what I'm trying to say. If you guys are interested, I'm trying to see the exact chapter. So the chapter it's at volume 2, and I think this is volume, sorry, it's volume 2, page 67, if you're interested in reading the manga and stuff like that, if you're trying to be interested. But overall, I love this series. I thought this was one of the GOATs. This is coming at the right time, and I know a lot of my European subscribers, a lot of UK subscribers, I know you guys have a whole lockdown thing, so I know you guys are probably watching like anime or manga or whatever entertainment, trying to keep you guys entertained, because I know you guys have a whole lockdown thing happening overseas. Jujutsu Kaisen's fire. And also, if we're here on the topic, one of the things I'm going to talk to you guys about, again, I was going to do a whole video about it, but I just want to kind of tell you guys real quick, since Jujutsu Kaisen came out, it's only been like, 5 episodes. It already has circulation of 10 million copies in total worldwide. So it shows you a lot more normies, a lot more people are getting into anime. It shows you a lot of people are jumping to Jujutsu Kaisen in Japan and America worldwide. I see that keeps on selling well on Amazon. So Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be a future, one of the big 3. I think it's already one of the 3 candidates to become the new big 3. And I already discussed a whole video about Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia, Black Clover, stuff like that. So, Jujutsu Kaisen, I like this episode. I give it a 9 out of 10. Sakuna shows you he's a big threat. He's not someone you should just take lightly, even though he's inside Ichidori. And he has his own goal and his own motives of doing his own particular thing, whatever. And it just seems like he's more demonic and menacing than we've had recently compared to a lot of anime manga villains recently. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.